Blub blub.
Hi all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome back to another Kraken and Canary podcast. Say hi, Canary.
Whoop whoop. Hi, Canary.
Perfect. So today we're going to do something a little differently. It's still a podcast. Like, we're still going to talk about topics we are passionate about, but Canary knows that she's not very great with coming up with things she wants to talk about. She's more of an on-the-spot person. Am I right?
Yeah, just a little bit, from all those times where it's like, wait, I have something I can say about this. No, I don't.
Yeah. So we're going to try something different. We're going to actually do, we had discussed before this doing brainstorming sessions to help get the juices flowing on her end and help us come up with new topics. But we found out that she was getting out the entire podcast before we recorded. So
apparently I am excessively opinionated, but only in a very brief span of time.
Yes, so to capture the essence of the canary before it flees, I've decided we're going to do this live. We're going to brainstorm on the fly for the podcast and just kind of see how this works out. So hopefully it's interesting for y'all. You can see what I put up with. I mean, I love you.
I love you.
All right, so what we did before you said worked out pretty good. So I'm going to pull up another cue for you.
Yes.
So what is something in World of Warcraft that you really, really like? And try not to pick the topic you picked before. We'll save that for
because
something
I
else.
already vented about that.
And you probably have already forgotten about all of it. So pick something else.
I was good. I took notes.
Good.
Something else, though. Something else that I really enjoy about
Yes.
World of Warcraft.
Yes, something that just makes you happy thinking about it. Anything at all? What comes to mind? Gut reaction.
So, my first gut reaction is honestly questing. And not, typical questing. Like, current content, let's see the story. It's all the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really, really enjoy going back. Like, okay, so you're going to scream at me. And please don't. I love you.
Uh-oh.
But I totally did not make an alternate account today to experience World of Warcraft like I'd never played.
Okay. All right.
Like, just that fresh, the world is new, even though I know it all, but not having all the things that I have that I worked so hard for, that I still actively want to gather all the things. But just that fresh, I don't have my heirloom mount that I can just hop on and speed through Exile's Reach. I have to go do Exile's Reach. I have to go through the tutorial. Just that old nostalgic feeling, I really actively enjoy. And it's kind of obnoxious that despite all the progress that I have made on this new account since I had, well, quote unquote had.
Yeah, you've been making awesome
start
progress
over
lately.
I know, I'm very proud of myself.
Me too.
But I still really crave that first time in Azeroth feeling. And going back and taking Jules through Howling Fjord. Like, going back and taking a new character, like, specifically making a new character, despite having characters that can speed through everything. Taking that new character, that level 1, level 10, whatever it is, and going and hitting Ashenvale. And starting or just taking them all the way to Teldrassil, like, running from wherever they are, going to Teldrassil and doing the entire... let the quest lead me through the world.
Well, how did
that natural progression, it makes me happy.
Is that an account you didn't already have or started fresh? Because
it's a trial account thing.
Oh, a trial account
under a different name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that I didn't have the, oh my god, I'm bored with this, I'm gonna hop on my mount and just run ahead. No, I have to do it right.
Gotcha.
And
Because
I will get bored.
on totally new accounts, you have to do Exile's Reach and BFA.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's just kind of that having to run everywhere. You know, like the those YouTubers that will go and specifically run the entire time instead of getting on their mounts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could never do that because I have the mounts. Why am I not using them?
I've done that. I like doing that sometimes.
Like, I really like doing it, but eventually I'm like, oh my god, can I get there already? And then I'll just hop on my mount because it's there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very bad about holding myself to it.
So then, if I can rein you in a wee bit, what makes that experience then different for you? What makes it unique on a fresh account, whereas that's something that you can't replicate on your existing account? What makes that? Is it the not having the stuff? What is it?
Mm-hmm. It's specifically a personal issue that I have. I will get lazy. 100%. I'm a lazy person.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have the mounts, like trying to get through Exile's Reach, there's a whole bunch of people around, I'm struggling to get, my kills, I'm just going to hop on my motorcycle and get to them before everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. But on that new account, I don't have my heirloom motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hopping ahead. There's no heirlooms. There's no nothing. It's all fresh, wearing the armor that you get. No Mog, which...
Yeah.
Sorry, threw up a little bit in my mouth. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
But just the excitement of how much Mog you get. Like,
Mm-hmm.
whereas right now I go through something and most of it I've already learned.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that refreshing excitement of, oh, I got a new piece. Oh, I got a new piece. Oh, I got a new piece. That can't be replicated on my current account.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still have a lot of Mog I need to get.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you have like a lot of Mog that you don't have.
Yeah, there's a lot. But unfortunately, the typical zone that I would start in, Darkshore, Elwyn Forest, those are the base starting areas that I would hit first before going into something else.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Obviously, if I did it on a character that I didn't have the armor type for, that might be smart, but, I like the characters I like.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is, I think, for once, definitely where we're different, because if I had to start over like that on a new account, I would actually stop playing. I have 9 years of work into this account. I would not start over completely, because I would throw up, because I'm a collector. I play to collect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, like, I guess I'm different than a lot of people. I don't have a nostalgia thing really for anything. Nostalgia doesn't affect me much.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a hard time with nostalgia draws. Like,
Right.
especially for WoW, because my early years in WoW was not fun. I hated World of Warcraft in my early years. And I kept quitting because of it. I just hated it. And so I don't have a nostalgia. Everyone's like, well, you love this expansion because that's when you started. Actually, no. I started in MOP, and that's my least favorite expansion. So I don't have that nostalgia for people. For the game, like
I
some
have
do.
The unfortunate pleasure of having started right before Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
And Wrath is 100% my favorite expansion.
Yeah.
So it hits me. Obviously when we had to go from 1 to 120, I absolutely loathed hitting Borean Tundra. But
Oh yeah.
like I got my druid there and I said, F this, boost.
I
was
blame
done.
you. Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a part of me that wants to take, my level 10, level 15, whatever it is, because I haven't done it yet. But I want to take that freshie out there and run the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get lazy. I'm gonna.
So what is it? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that there is that part of me that, even though I've made that alt account, it's just a starter account. Like, I didn't do anything with it because I'm gonna go, I should not be collecting on this account. I should not be doing this on this account. And I thought about doing it on my main account, but I'm like, but I would just want to do it on my main. And
yeah, but that's
not fresh.
Well, that's where I'm gonna try to direct you here. What is it about that though? Is it because you don't like feeling lazy? Like, what is it that you couldn't do on an alt that the new account lets you do?
So I think it's because I get overwhelmed so easily. And again, that's just a me thing. So I have almost 50 plus alts at this point. Obviously nothing compared to my compatriot here. But picking who to do what on is very, very difficult for me. I spent 3 days deciding between 2 mages which one I was going to spend the most of my time on. 3 days.
I guess you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Like, it should not be this hard. But I have this very bad habit of wanting to do all the things on a single character. So my issue here was, I have this mage that's a blue dragon, story-wise, and so she's going after Terragos' staff, which is great. But I want her to do everything. I don't want to split where they are. But I have another character who's based off of Loki, who I adore, and he's a very powerful mage. Of course, he's going to be the most powerful of all the mages. I have to use him. But he's not going after this staff. She is. So that little piece of information drove me nuts.
Well, you could, if I could interject a little, you can do it more than once.
Yeah, but it's like 5 months. Like,
that is a long quest line, yes.
It's a long quest line. I'm like, I don't want to do that more than once.
Yeah, that's one I haven't actually finished because I kept getting stuck years ago. I got frustrated with it.
Yeah.
And that's one I've been meaning to pick up and start doing with you because I haven't actually finished the Terragosa quest line ever. I've done everything else, just that's the only one I haven't finished.
I started it this week on Makari. And I got 14 of the embers or whatever that's required of the 25 for the first quest. So obviously I've got to wait till next week, and I'm like, this is going to take a while.
Oh yeah, it's a long quest line. It is very long.
So yeah, that's kind of where I sit with it. But on the other hand, again, with the waffling, I was like, Loki's a shapeshifter. Why wouldn't he be this awesome female dragon? Of course he would be.
Exactly. He can be whatever he wants.
I want her to be I want her to be the dragon.
You can have 2 dragons.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just like, I want everything on a single character, and it's where a lot of my complaints about WoW come from. Class halls, class restriction and armor type restrictions, weapon restrictions on transmog. Can't stand it to save my life, because if I could, I would do literally every single thing in the game on a single character, and then just have everyone else as farmers.
But you wouldn't need the farmers if you could do everything on one character.
Well, they give me more chances. So
True.
like mount chances and things like that. I like having a collection, and sometimes I like playing differently. But when I go specifically to hunt something down, I want my favorite person in the whole world to do it. And so I struggle. And that's kind of why, back to the topic, I want Juliana to do everything. But she's not going to have that fresh, out of the box. I am running around in whites sort of experience because she's going to pwn every single thing she comes across.
So you like having the physical restrictions to force you into the newbie experience. You enjoy that?
Mm-hmm. I do and I
it.
don't. It has to be. It's very situational. Like that's why I'm like I have this alternate account that's just when I'm feeling that nostalgic. I want to be, that newbie again. But I have no intention of spending any time on it, except for those piddling. I've got an hour to blow. What am I going to go do? Definitely not going to go farm anything. That's not enough time.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I could go quest.
So I have a couple ideas then, since I'm all about bringing a solution to stuff like this. But I want to hear
the chaos
what...
that is my mind.
Yeah. Well, just things in general. I like solutions. I'm that type of person. Always been a problem solver, sometimes to my detriment. But so in this scenario, before I say my ideas, I want to hear yours. So if you had to try to solve a way to to still enable you to feel that sensation of the fresh newbie feeling and not have the temptation of your main account goodies, but still play on a main account without having to make an alt account to do that, do you have any thoughts on how you would do that? I do, but I'm curious if you do.
So my initial gut reaction, which is what we're going for here, because if I think too long, I'll forget something.
just go for it.
But I would have a collection lock on the main screen.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Not something that I could easily go in to, my collection is just lock and unlock like you do with like your favorites or anything like that, but something you have to log out to address. So I can't just go, oh, I'm tired of this, I'm going to hop on my mount real quick. No, you can't do that. You got to log out to change that, to give yourself access. Or even have it so this character is locked. I think that would be a great thing. I would revel in that. Obviously, no one would ever use this but me.
Well, yes and no.
Who in the right mind really wants that?
There are people, because my idea actually harkens to how Diablo 3 does this. I don't know how much of Diablo 3 you've played. I've actually played a lot of it over the years. Less so recently, but I'm a D3 fan. Surprise. But they have this little thing called seasons. I'm sure there's a longer name for it. But seasons, what they kind of do is you can make what's called a seasonal character. And a seasonal character is, and you can do like hard mode, so like if you die or something, you end it. But I don't like the hard mode version. I just do the regular.
Kind of like the Iron Man challenge that people do, which I still want to do, so that would be great too.
Yeah, I like just doing the regular season. But you can... and I haven't done this in a while, so I'm a little rusty, so forgive me. But from what I remember, you can make a seasonal character. And this character does not, at all, whether you like it or not, have access to any of your shit. You have to grind out from the start to whatever that season's stuff is. And you can pull them out of it. But once you pull them out of the season, like you can save them, like when the season's over, they don't get deleted or anything. You can save them. You can pull them out. But once they're out of the season, they're no longer a seasonal character and they're part of your account and have access to your other things, they can never be a seasonal character again, preventing you from just being like, well, I'm just going to go get my stuff and come back. So my thought...
I like that, yeah.
My thought here would be having perhaps seasons, because we already have seasons for PvP and what's the other thing? Raiding and Mythic Plus and stuff. We have seasons for that. What if we had a season of leveling? And for that season, you could have a seasonal character who you could have two options. First option is to have the Iron Man season, where if you die, that character is pulled out of the, not deleted, but pulled out of the season and, as if they died and no longer can continue. And if you wanted to delete them, you can.
Ooh, I like that.
Or option 2 is the not Iron Man version, but similar, where both versions will have no access to your account-wide shit. No mounts. They cannot join a guild, perhaps. If you wanted to go that far, you can't send them things from other characters. No account-wide collections. It's all locked. As if it were a new account. And then for the duration of that season, you try to push that character perhaps as far as you can so you can enjoy that new, fresh experience. And then when the season's over, they're pulled out. Season's done. And next season comes around, you gotta make a new one if you want another seasonal character. So, what do you think about that?
I actually really like that. I think maybe you should also have an option to extend your season.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool.
That would be
like,
cool.
You want this character that never does it. Like, levels keep going up, and I want this Iron Man character that I've leveled from the very beginning in their starting gear to keep going. Because I haven't died yet. They can keep going. I think that would be really awesome. And, that's... I am of the opinion that those people maybe who do the speedrun challenges would
they'd probably be hard on that.
Get on that.
Yeah, exactly. This could be... that's what people do with the D3 seasons. It's a competitive thing. So you're going hard on it to grind up as far as you can, as fast as you can. And even if you didn't want to grind hard and fast, you can still go at your own pace. And D3 seasons are so long, but you got time. But yeah, that I think, because a lot of speed lovers currently, I know they restrict themselves to 10 to 50 because that's kind of the easiest. You don't have to deal with the 1 to 10 bit, and the 50 to 60 is kind of, you can't really optimize that too much. I get that. But this, I think, might be more... I mean, you can. But that might be more interesting for speed levelers to do, a seasonal version. Because it would be more challenging because you do not have access to all the pretty stuff that they... all the enchants and all the items. And, maybe that could even be an additional mode. You can have a limited amount of items that you can send to the specific character for the season of leveling. You have the speed run option. Maybe that's the third option.
Yeah.
And you can load them up on this stuff, and then that could appease the people that want that. But that's all you get. You don't get any more after that. No double dipping. Once you get your enchants and stuff, I knew it would decent me. It always does this. Why does it does this? I don't understand. Anyway. Yeah. So, you could do that for the speed levelers.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
I'd do it.
I don't know what... I know, right? It's just... That's being cut off. While I would still want my progress to count, which is why I struggle and I flip-flop a lot. Because I'm the queen of waffles. It's what I do.
Yeah.
But just the ability to not have access. Just, no, you can't mount up. No, you can't go do that. No, you're not going to put on your heirlooms and make this faster. You're going to do it the way it was meant. And yeah, okay, I get it. A lot of people are like, well, just go do classic. No, it doesn't count towards my progress.
Yeah, and exactly.
It's not the game I love. It's not. Yeah. WoW Classic is a very different beast from the WoW we know today. Yeah, I love the game that I've been playing. I don't want to play Classic. So, yeah, I want all of the upgrades and the features that they've implemented. I want to have access to them as the character unlocks them.
Yeah, agreed.
So
I like Transmog. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you.
That was not a classic thing. That didn't come to Wrath or Kata or whatever it was. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was a Kata thing, and I am in love with it for the most part. I have thoughts, but we'll get into those on another day.
Yeah, armor and weapon and transmog restriction stuff. That's a totally different podcast that
Cost.
we will. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's another thing. But that's another totally different podcast. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there. It'll happen.
Exactly. So, season of leveling. What?
Season of leveling. I like that.
I think so too. I like that. Like we have, different PvP seasons and stuff. They're just named by like, season 1, season 2, season 3. Seasons of leveling could be treated the same way. Different numbers, like it could even be the same seasons. I think PvP seasons and Mythic Plus seasons, with affixes and stuff, are the same season.
I feel like they are.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are.
And if they're not, I mean,
Yep.
I don't see why they're not, but yeah.
Well, if they're not, they're not. But, they could be.
They could be. So, yeah, seasons of leveling.
Not competitive. I don't focus on that.
Yeah, same. But seasons of leveling, I think that would be interesting. I'd actually do that. And that could take a more competitive spin on it. But also, I think make it feel kind of fun, because I'm not normally a very competitive person, really, with anything. I don't have that competitive drive to be the best. And while I certainly wouldn't want to be the best while I'm doing, like, a season of leveling, but I would enjoy feeling fresh and not having, like, a seasonal character. I would enjoy making a seasonal character with knowing, rather, that this is not a character that's going to get deleted. It is on my main account. I get to keep it at the end of all this. And all the stuff that I have on that character when the season is over, just like in D3, you get to keep it and it's added to your account. So it's not, lost to the winds if you got some super epic mount.
Preservation of time.
Exactly. All your stuff is there.
And my effort preserved.
Same.
Yeah.
So, So I think that would be good to have the whatever. Wow, I give up on you. I'm just gonna log out because it keeps desync, and I don't know what his problem is today. But anyways, so yeah. So what do you have any more thoughts on the seasons of leveling? Things you would like to add? Because this is kind of your topic here with wanting that fresh feeling. Do you think this would solve that?
I honestly think that it would. Having the ability to go back and re-experience things that we've already experienced, to, obviously people aren't going to want to redo challenges that they've already done, but, some people do. Some people want to go back and feel which is why Classic exists.
Yeah,
I want to go back and feel what it was like when it was back in the day. I want to go and do that again. But this would be kind of a lighter version of that, because it's still, modern day WoW, but all of your achievements are stripped for one character for a very specific amount of time. And, you can pull them out to have those achievements again if you want to. You decide you're done. Yeah. And I think that would be something that maybe not a lot, but several people would appreciate.
I think so too. I would definitely do seasonal characters. I think this would just be... I don't really know what else to say on that. I would totally get on board with this. Because I like that aspect about D3, and I think that's what literally keeps it going as long as it has, is the seasonal stuff. And the cool thing, too, about it is a carrot on the stick with the seasons. It's not just for the sake of doing the fresh new thing. Each D3 season adds new things that you have to do in that season to give you new things. New transmog items, new pets, new wing
Oh,
thingies.
that would be cool.
And they're only from that season. It is a bit of a FOMO thing. When that season's over, it's bye-bye. Not in the game anymore.
Oh my god.
But you have it now.
We would
if you
have
got
so
it.
many alts.
We would, but I would enjoy that because
I would too.
it would be fun because it gives you a carrot on the stick. It gives you a reason to do it.
Yeah, it's a carrot on a stick. It's a challenge for those people who aren't very interested in the excessive challenges that WoW offers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not competitive, but this would be a challenge for someone like me who isn't a competitive player.
Exactly.
And I think it would be a lot of fun.
And the nice thing too, like in D3 is that I would keep is we could party up if we wanted to do this. It's not a solo challenge.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a solo challenge. Like, there's many times I've spent in D3 getting carried or doing carries with people to boost to the end to get my stuff. Like, if that's what people really want, that's an option. But at the very least...
Does it have to be people that are also seasoned characters, though?
Yes.
That I like. I like that. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, to my knowledge, yes. You can't just go... grab, your seasoned veteran. It has to be someone that's already done the grind for that season. And they just happen to be god tier geared and can go drag you through rifts and stuff. So if my
I like that
memory is correct, and even if it wasn't like that, that's probably how I would prefer it in WoW. If I was to pair up with someone.
It has to be a seasoned character.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Can only party with seasoned characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what would you have it work kind of like Chromie time, where at the end of you hit your max level or current content or whatever it is, and what would be your trigger to end the season other than the end of the season?
Like for me personally or for in general?
Yeah. Like, how would you have a season end for characters? So like you said, you've got your seasoned veterans who have, completed the season already that can boost other characters, however, but, are they just stuck in the season until the end of the season or until they purposefully pull the character out? Is there a trigger in the game that, signifies, da-da-da-da, you've done it? How would you have that work?
Well, they just have it. If you don't pull the character out of the season yourself, it's pulled out when the season's over, which is probably just how I'd keep it, honestly. Like, I wouldn't prematurely pull my characters out of the season in case there's something else I want to do, or a friend jumps in later and is like, "Hey, can I speed through this quick? Do you have a seasonal character?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I got one right here. That's all done and ready. Let's go run through this together." So my trigger would literally probably just be the end of the season. I probably would have no reason, even if I've collected everything, to pull them out early. On the off chance that I just want to go play them again. Because even if you've gotten everything that is new for that season, you've done all the challenges, you can still go do it again if you want. And like in D3, they have daily stuff. It's not just a specific seasonal challenge thing. Some things are daily, some things are weekly. We're used to that as WoW players. That's a Blizzard thing.
Yeah.
So
we are.
Yep. So for me, I would just keep it as a seasonal character until the season is over and it kicks me out automatically, personally.
Yeah, see, I would want it to give me the option, because again, if I want to extend.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, you can pull them out if you want. You can do that in D3 too.
Well, no, I meant after the season.
Oh, gotcha. After the season's over.
Yeah, so if I like Iron Man it and I hit max level, great. But if they add 10 more levels, I want to keep that character going.
Well, that's the thing, is if adding 10 more levels would not be the season. The season is the old content. Season. The seasons would be the whole thing, not just adding 10 levels, because I think for once, I disagree. I would not want to continue it because if you're wanting to start fresh like you say you do, then what's stopping you from just keeping that character continually extending,
Just
never starting fresh, and you're always there at the end and instantly get all your shit because you're so boss tier.
Yeah, and then you'd have the boosters and the bots that are just like, oh yeah, we've got like 80 people that can boost you. Here, pay us so much gold. Yeah.
That's where that starts.
Not that I am knocking on boosters who do it legitimately, because thank God for them. I would be lost without them.
Yeah, I feel that. But no, yeah. So in this case, I would say extending it would not be a good thing because it would counter that forced fresh feeling of a new account like you were wanting. Because you would prevent it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I agree.
So, yeah. Because this is one of those cases where being physically limited can cause fun because you're not going to go, take the fast track. You have to do it the hard way. And isn't that kind of way we play games sometimes, is to do it for fun, not
the hard way.
To the hard way, like not, just get in and get the thing and leave. Like, not everything has to be instant gratification. Back in my day, we didn't have mini maps and shit. We had to figure it out, We didn't have Google.
We had to open our map every 5 seconds.
Yep, we had to read the quest. Anyway, so so I would say no to extending seasons, personally.
Yeah, I think I agree. That's a good point.
Yeah.
You smart. See, that's why I keep you around.
Yay. I'm glad.
Yay.
Yay. Seasons of leveling. Let's see.
Like that.
Can
that sounds awesome.
We add seasons of leveling? ? I think that's a good title for this episode.
I think so.
Seasons of leveling. And I think people might, any folks that know about PvP and... Oh, I was going to add affixes to make another addition to make, in addition to having cool stuff that's specific to that season. Cool collectibles. I'm taking notes here if you can tell. Collectibles and challenges specific to that season. In addition to that, what if we had affixes? Because they do have affixes and stuff for mythics. Now, I don't quite know what these would be, but what if... It would be the same affix for everyone, just like it is for, like, Mythic Plus. And it could definitely even be themed to that patch, just like they do for Mythic Plus. I don't know if PvP has affixes or not, but I know Mythic Plus does. And they were talking about... I know in this next season, they're going to add affixes to raids, and you can, like, do all these old raids and... or whatever. Not old raids, but like all the raids of the expansion or something. I didn't read into it too closely, but it sounds really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I thought it was kind of neat. But anyway, what if like one of the, the jailer. The jailer's a big bad, this expansion. So what if one of the affixes was the Eye of the Jailer, and if you sit still for too long, he sends Mossworn after you?
Oh, that would be cool.
Right? And they come chain
like
you
that.
up. Or like maybe another affix could be, or, like the assassins. He sends assassins and stuff. Like that's kind of cool. Or you could even take the Mythic Plus route where, like, if you tried to pull like 20 mobs, even though you're a really strong AoE class, maybe they have bursting. The dreaded bursting on them. And so you know what that is, where they just all freaking explode and destroy your face because you pulled too many.
Don't AoE! Don't AoE!
Like, no.
Please, God.
But see, that could be part of the fun challenge because that could be an affix that's just there. You can't remove it. It's the seasonal affix. If you don't like it, don't play that season.
Yeah, I really like that because it would make all of these same old leveling that you've done 80 million times interesting. You can't just plow through it. You have to have some strategy, and I think that'd be really cool.
And maybe even if they wanted to, maybe you could have multiple different affixes for multiple different challenges that you could opt into. Like, maybe one of them because we're in a death-themed expansion, but it would not be leveling through Shadowlands necessarily, because remember, this is leveling. What if it was leveling through Northrend, and you could only level in Northrend? No ifs, ands, or buts. And you had, like, these other affixes on top of it, like Mossworn or Assassins coming after you every, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. So you wouldn't that be interesting?
That would be stinking cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool to have, just normal Northrend leveling and then suddenly Mossworn.
or because it's Northrend, what if there's random Scourge invasions and they actually are random? They are not on a set timer.
Man.
So you're out there in Grizzly Hills. You're just like, I'm just picking some carrots so I can get these horses. La-di-da-di-da-di. Oh, fuck. Because here comes like 50 Scourge to come dominate your face. And maybe they are a big threat.
Oh my God, that'd be so
and you
cool.
have to go hide. You can't like let them see you or you die.
You gotta wait till they leave.
Yep.
Oh, I love that. That would be so fun.
That would be rad. I would absolutely do that. That would be so fun. Because I love big world threats that you can't handle. There's not a lot of that in WoW,
and
if any, anymore.
But at the same time, well, yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
I think almost every expansion kind of had it. So you could incorporate that with almost every season. Okay, Burning Crusade season. Well, we got Legion. There you go.
And you got the Legion, exactly.
You got Fel, Mop, you've got Shaw, Cataclysm, you've got Black Dragonflight that's just coming in, burning the piss out of everything.
Deathwing just randomly comes set things on fire.
The greatest implement ever! I adored. I would make a point to be outdoors in zones, just questing, just for the chance of seeing Deathwing come over because it was just the coolest thing to me.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I would like that re-implemented, please. Thank you.
Please. Yes, please.
And the elemental assaults on the different locations. That was amazing.
That would be cool.
So,
speaking of elemental assaults, like something I really liked taking from the islands, the island expeditions in BFA, is partway through, like it's on a set timer, but partway through the island, whatever that theme of the island is, one of the enemies will randomly come in and take over, like the elementals, and suddenly it's fire elementals, and there's volcanoes everywhere, and there's whirlwinds with air elementals. And you could, like, what if that happened, but in the world zones randomly as random events, not on timers? And so you could be questing somewhere, and suddenly elementals start appearing, and this portal opens up, and if you choose to go through that portal, you could go kill a boss that's in there for epic loot, if you can handle it. So,
I like that very, very much.
That would be super cool.
Yeah, it would.
I would be down for that.
Super legit.
Because I get so excited, like...
I'm down.
Like, when I see that on islands, I see, like, the elemental portals, and I'm like, ooh, I want to go kill it! Even if I get my face destroyed, I still enjoy it. So... And of course, you could still have war mode and non-war mode options. So, like, if you wanted to do this in war mode, you could. And it would spice up old world war mode that are specifically in the season. So if you wanted to do all this on top of having war mode on, that could be interesting. And maybe even set it, unless you're partied, to free-for-all war mode.
Ooh, I like that.
In the event of perhaps a faction imbalance, the seasonal war mode would be free-for-all war mode only.
Obviously, I would never participate, but still cool.
No, that part wouldn't be my thing, but I know a lot of people would love that. Like, I might kind of dip a toe into it. Because, like, back in Legion, on the note of free-for-all, or just war mode in general, the Legion didn't have war mode, but the war... They had world PvP kind of back implemented in the specific tower areas, you know? I really actually enjoyed those. Like, I don't like PvP, but I genuinely enjoyed those because that's back when I played, that's when I was maining a marksmanship hunter. And I love sniper classes. We don't really have that playstyle in WoW. Not truly. But for a brief time, we did with Marksman and Legion because you could extend their range with Master. You still can, but it's not as much. And it doesn't play the same anymore. But I liked going around these different zones and whatever. Like, I liked the free-for-all ones because I could go pick a spot and hide and just wait. And then my quarry would be down there somewhere, and I would fire at my aimed shot, because that was also back when camo was not on a CD. I could just stay camoed, and it would deactivate as soon as I started to attack. But just imagine, this sniper, camoed, you can't see them, and suddenly they stand up in the distance and become visible. But once you see them, it's already too late because your face is full of arrows. And it was so fun because I got so good, I could one-shot people if I did it right with enough crit. Ugh.
Oh, damn.
But then you start recognizing people because you're on a server, and they would start recognizing you. And so they would come after you. And I was very class cannon. So once they came after me and they were in range, I was fucked, really. But that's what made it fun, because then I'm like, trying to run away, like, no, and they're like, come here, you little shit.
Wait, no, I did nothing. I did the little ranger.
I didn't just take 3/4 of your health. I don't know what that wasn't me.
I know.
Because that was the danger for me, is if I couldn't one-shot them, they would come after me, and then I'd have to run away. But that's what made it fun for me, and I think if I could get that same sort of sensation in a season of leveling, because that would be the added challenge, on top of the affixes, on top of the flavors and things like that, we could do a free-for-all war mode, and you could level, perhaps, because that's something you don't have now, perhaps if you kill someone in war mode, you could get experience in the seasonal version. So if you wanted to level from PvP, you could.
You can.
Now, yes, of course, someone's going to ruin it, and they're just going to, have someone farm someone else all the way to max or whatever. But, I'm trying to look at the bright side here. There's always someone that's going to ruin the fun. That's just the way it is. The world is full of fun ruiners. But, you get my point. I think that would be... I would participate in that if I could go back to being a sniper. Because that I took great joy in. And imagine if I taught you my ways and we could be 2 snipers.
I might actually get into that. That sounds like a lot of fun for me.
Right? All right. Oh, Legion Marksman, I miss
be
you.
Okay with this.
Well, I think we've kind of gushed on that enough. Do you have anything else you want to add about this topic of leveling fresh, starting fresh, but trying to do it on your own account, and a season of leveling, and any different spin maybe you'd want to take? Something? Anything?
No, I think that pretty much covers, my feelings on the subject. I'm just very wishy-washy, so having that option would be amazing.
Completely understandable. Okay, well, I think we're probably going to call it there then, if that's the case. Yeah, so hopefully you all enjoyed this. This is a more brainstormy approach, and I rather enjoyed it because all of this was literally off the top of our heads. Neither of us had any pre-planned points for this, unlike previous episodes. So maybe brainstormy version would be a little more fun. I actually had more fun this time around discussing with you for once.
Too. This was awesome.
So, no, I'm not trying to be mean, I promise. Just,
Stop mean to me, guys.
Sorry. All right, so we're going to call it there. I think that's more than long enough. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.